Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm just typing a website. I've noticed that Facebook isn't sending through, well, the website links aren't sending through to Facebook with what I'm sharing this morning. Little technical detail anyway. Good morning once more, and I'm Ros Bounty Psychic Medium, bringing you the daily Lenormand card spread reading. And I'm just that little bit early because I'm here, I'm already set up, and I decided to just hit the go button because I'm going to be putting my feet up for the rest of the day very shortly. It's if anyone out there has ever had plantar fasciitis, let me know how you dealt with it, because I know I'm going to have to put my feet up for most of the day because it is absolute agony in my foot. And pain. I don't know how it starts. I really don't. But I know that that's what I've got happening in the foot. So, yeah, sometimes we have these little vagaries in life, don't we? Now, I'm going to switch over to the cards. Do tune into your psychic senses and your spirit guides, because we have some interesting cards here today. Oops, and I forgot to line up the camera. So one step I didn't take. Oopsie. Let's just go back to zoomed out so that you can see the whole picture. Whether that's going to happen for the Instagram people or not, I don't know. Let me just go negative zoom out. So this is going into my negative so that the Instagram people can have a quick look in the full frame of that square little thing or whatever it is. No, Instagram is full vertical, isn't it? That's why we can't usually see it as easily. I'm going to go, this is full negative. Like all the way back to a -35 on my streaming platform. Just doing that for a second. There we go. Now we're going back to the normal for everyone else. Okay, so take a snapshot of that for those who are on the Instagram. Now, it is the Gilded Reverie Lenormand I'm back to. Ciro Marchetti's deck, expanded edition. Absolutely beautiful deck. I love it. So, really wonderful deck. Now, here we go. Keza, you were first on the list for the good mornings. Thank you for being here. And we now have... my things did go through. Hang on, that's the Psychic Online to the YouTube. And there's the other one. I've got two YouTube. Well, actually, I've got 3 or 4 YouTube channels. One I mucked up in how I set it up. This is the one that I'm going to be using from next year only for the psychic stuff. So that's where that's going to come from. And we also have the Sea of Stars as a website, and that's coming up from this one. We've got, this one's my Facebook page, obviously. And hi Kenneth from Ontario, lovely to see you here again this morning, becoming a regular. Thank you so much, it's lovely to see you. And Narelle, good morning. And for Kenneth, of course, here we have, and I'll just pop it back up because of course, in Ontario, it is still the weekend. It is Sunday evening, 4:21 p.m. So, the normal time you would have had 4:30. It's just I've started that little bit early. So, thank you for being here. And Elaine, lovely to have you here, Elaine. Good morning, Ros, with those beautiful emojis. A beautiful artist. I can't quite... Which way do I go? There's one of hers. There is the macaw even further over, you will have seen. And I might switch it out again for the frangipani at some point. We'll see, because that's the one I initially purchased as a frangipani. It's beautiful. I really, really like that one. Now, we're here not for all the intros and everything. We are here for what is the cards. So I'm going to zoom into them in a sec. What we've got is the owl. I haven't even started with the owl card yet, have I? Because we've got the owls here, and here's the owl card. Right, let's take a breath. Clouds in the home space. Owls or birds are the main theme for the day, and mask is in the workspace. Right, so that's the intro of those 3 cards. Our owl card, the owl wisdom we have, You have escaped the cage. Your wings are stretched out. Now fly. Isn't that beautiful? Been a long time since we've had that one. At least 30 days, because I do cycle these around, well, whatever number of cards are actually in this little deck. And then once I get back to the start, I shuffle again and we start for another cycle. And Lainey, so kind, showing your art. Oh, it's imperative. It's beautiful art. I might even put, I could actually put the link to your website there. Or go ahead and put your link to the website in the comments as well. And then I can show it up on screen. That'd be lovely. Right, we'll zoom into the cards here. And we can see them a lot better. And here we go. Right. With the owls, the birds are about communication. Now, in this deck, because it is the expanded edition, we do get the two types of bird cards. One has all the little robins or something chattering and chittering around and gathering at a feeding post, that's got the little stands. This one is the owls, and it really does hone in on that is our wisdoms. We're needing to be taking the time today, as the overall theme, spend time to sit and watch and listen, because it is that is the most important for the theme of the day today. Sit, watch, listen, really, and understand. Once we've got that understanding and a hold of that for what is whatever the situation is, then we would take off and fly, acting on what we've observed, what we've seen and heard, all the ways that our body takes in the messages. Fly, do, act, it's the action that's after we've spent that time listening. Okay? So that is the theme of the day. And especially with the Our Wisdom card we just read, we've escaped that cage. We are now taking off and flying. So I just had to look at what the words were. We have escaped the cage. But it's not so much about that. We have the freedom to choose what we do and when we do it. We all have that. And this is reinforcing it in that part of that is the responsibility for ourselves to take in whatever information we have around us before we actually act. So that's what I'm doing there. That's what we are doing there. That's what I'm doing there too. I think I'm going to be doing a lot of this watching and listening at the moment today. And my action, the flying will be with the fingers as I do some more, do some more at my desk. Not my desk, I'll be putting my feet up. So I think it will be actually with a recliner chair, footrest up, and my keyboard and that on a table I've got that can go over top, like the hospital table type things. I think that's how I might be resting myself, to my legs, my feet today. So, because the pain is actually quite bad. Has anyone else had plantar fasciitis? How did you deal with it? My goodness. Anyway, let's go over there. I'll do these. Hang on. The comments. There. And Elaine's saying, I feel you love owls. Oh, yes, I do. I do. Can you see? Oh, whoops. Can you see? I made that in a lovely shared workshop many years ago. Oh, there's so many. Look, it was in my early days of delving and shifting from what it was my upbringing of Christianity within a religion to spirituality and discovering through, meditation, through whatever ways it was. Owl is one of my totems. So that's another reason why. And they're just Facebook, thank you heaps. Oh, yes, Wella Art by Elaine, yep. Well, you can share the link to your page, can you, into the comments? Anyway, I'll be finding all that out when I get out of this, and I can put it there in the comments myself as well. So I'm quite happy for you to have your art link in these in the link if you'd like, because I like pointing it out. You've got beautiful talent there. Yes, saw the owl behind me. Oh, good heavens, I must paint you one. Oh, that'd be fantastic. Absolutely. There's another one from my collection. Anyway, let's go further into the clouds. The clouds. We've had the clouds hanging around for a couple of days. And this one, I do... Look, I like the rain. It doesn't bother me. This is in the home space, and every now and again we do really need to have a good cleansing. And it's no different with the clouds. The rain, it can be stormy, it can be damaging, and all the rest. With what we can experience, we don't get as much of that here, but every so often there is that sort of rough weather. Now I'm looking out at the skies. It is blue skies, a bit of white fluffy, those light clouds. It's not the stormy stuff happening, but it might be. We have had rain in the last few days. It could be that we had some overnight even, but it smells so beautiful and fresh. Mother Earth has soaked up that is the moisture, and the plants are looking pretty good. So I know my trees are. The birds are attracted to the trees, which I love. And especially my fruit trees. I don't know that I'm going to get much of my nectarines and peaches this year again. Anyway, this moves through. The clouds do move on, and we have that gorgeous sunshine ready and prepared. It's there to nurture with the sunshine, the vitamin Ds and all the other nutrients that plants use for photosynthesis, and we use for the vitamin D and all the rest of it. That is that cycle of the physical world we live in, and those birds taking flight. That could be the beautiful owls soaring above, sussing out their tucker. They got good eyesight. So have eagles, so have a lot of birds. It's a glorious card in some sense, even to have in the home space, because we are going to have some cleansing. That's what I'm feeling like with that today. Oh my goodness. So you almost flooded yesterday in Brisbane. Oh gosh, see, I don't watch the news on TV much. I don't do much of the news. It's always negative, always biased, and someone else's opinion. So I don't. Though weather, I must admit, weather reports tend to be sometimes finicky, but they are factual after the event, aren't they? So as you're moving through your day-to-day with your home, you start your day in your home pretty much. So know that the clearing energy of the clouds, whatever you're feeling emotionally or whatever is happening with a bit of chaos, logistics, getting kids to school, that sort of stuff, it's all going to clear and settle and have that beautiful sunshine, rain, shine its light on after the rain. You get the drift anyway. So feel that energy of cleansing, okay? And here now, this little piece is almost looking like, oh my goodness, those funny little pink, yellow, blue things that's on one of the kids' shows? Almost looking like a teddy bear, but they're not the teddy bears. I can just see a teddy bear in there, that type of thing. So, wow, different shape this time in my mind's eye. That's interesting. Okay, let's go across to the mask. And workspace, it's putting on the different hats, different faces, whatever you're needing to actually shift into for the day today, that you just have some mindfulness about what mask you are using, or what hat you are using. I don't know whether there's swivels around on top of these poles or not, but it's certainly with that connection, this light that's at that crown chakra space, you call that the brain blowing or whatever. It's bringing in that is having an awareness of where it's at for you, that whatever the thought process that you have, that you're moving through, that you're having, I'm feeling, because we're actually escaping this cage and flying because of the way the Our Wisdom has given us that message today, I think it's actually giving us that idea of being able to shift our focus, fly to that anywhere that we want to, that what we're needing to do is have the awareness as we're moving through our work today, that it is possible to change tack, that we can shift around to whatever perspective we're needing to use on what is happening in your workspace. So, if things are looking or feeling a bit tense because of, the cloudiness and the chaos, that know that it's going to clear, because you're going to be able to actually use your intelligence, that is going to be your sitting quietly, watching, observing first, then shift whatever is needing to actually have the changed face, being that's the stronger energy around what you're moving into for that next perspective, that next shift, so that you're actually creating a bit of the nuance of what direction is needing to be that next step, what face is being, out to being that is being worked on, worked on. Anyway, I hope you get the understanding of that. So it's stepping into whichever hat or face or direction that you're needing, so that you can focus on continuing on what is next with the clearer direction and ability to act on it, because that's what we've got once we've moved and doing. It's going to bring that light to whatever you're doing in